A serene suburban neighborhood basks in the golden embrace of daylight, where meticulously kept lawns and inviting houses line the tranquil streets. Samantha's family home stands as a beacon of quintessential suburban life, complete with a classic white picket fence and a flourishing garden. Every detail exudes an aura of flawless normalcy and undisturbed peace. The tranquil setting belies the secrets hidden within, where shadows of hidden stories dance just beneath the surface of everyday life. In this idyllic scene, the promise of tranquility intertwines with the subtle hint of mysteries yet to unfold. In the dusty attic of her family home, Samantha is surrounded by forgotten memories. Dust motes dance around her in the dim light, adding to the sense of timelessness. She rummages through the boxes, her boredom palpable. A vague sense of searching lingers, though the object of her desire remains elusive. Bathed in a beam of sunlight, Samantha ventures into the dimly lit attic, surrounded by forgotten relics. A loose floorboard, hidden beneath a pile of worn boxes, sparks her curiosity. The aged wood creaks softly as she kneels, her fingers tracing the outline of a hidden trapdoor. Intrigued, Samantha's anticipation builds as she prepares to uncover the attic's secrets. In the dimly lit attic of her family home, Samantha strains, her muscles taut as she heaves open the heavy trapdoor. A dark, narrow stairwell is revealed, its depths shrouded in mystery and promising untold secrets. A wave of stale, musty air rises from the abyss, carrying the scent of forgotten memories and long-lost tales. Samantha pauses at the threshold, her breath catching in her throat as a flicker of apprehension dances in her eyes. A moment of hesitation grips her, the weight of the unknown pressing heavily on her spirit. Despite her fear, a spark of determination ignites within her, urging her to confront whatever lies below. Samantha ventures into the tunnel, her flashlight piercing the oppressive blackness. The air grows heavy and damp as she continues her descent. The tunnel stretches endlessly, its twists and turns concealing what lies ahead. Each step echoes in the silence, amplifying the solitude of her journey. The darkness seems to deepen, swallowing the light as she moves further into the unknown. Inside the tunnel, jagged stones form the walls, each surface cold and damp. Water drips silently down the stone, each drop echoing in the stillness. Samantha moves forward, her footsteps the only sound in the echoing darkness. The tunnel stretches into darkness, each shadow seeming to watch and wait. Every drip and echo heightens the feeling of unseen eyes. A sense of being watched intensifies with each step deeper into the tunnel. Samantha ventures deeper into the tunnel, the air growing thick and heavy around her. Her breath hitches in her throat as the oppressive darkness tightens its grip. A faint, unsettling scratching sound echoes from the depths, chilling her to the bone. She stops, listening. Every shadow seems to hold a hidden threat. The tunnel ends, revealing a hidden room filled with the weight of forgotten knowledge. Ancient, leather-bound volumes crowd the shelves, their secrets locked within faded spines. A dusty desk sits alone, an island in a sea of scattered papers and open journals. The desk is strewn with papers and journals, each holding a piece of the room's enigmatic past. Samantha steps into the hidden room, flashlight in hand, ready to unravel its mysteries. The beam of light cuts through the darkness, illuminating rows of dusty shelves. Forgotten artifacts emerge from the shadows, their secrets waiting to be revealed. A palpable mix of awe and unease fills the air as she takes in the hidden place. Samantha steps into the hidden room, dust motes dancing in the dim light, her senses heightened with anticipation. She moves cautiously towards an old desk, her hand trembling slightly as she reaches out. Her fingers brush against the aged wood, a palpable connection to the secrets it holds. With bated breath, Samantha lifts a journal, its brittle pages whispering tales of a forgotten past. The yellowed pages crackle softly as she opens the journal, ready to unravel the mysteries within. In the hidden room, Samantha's fingers trace the ancient script of the journal. The entries whisper of forbidden knowledge. Samantha's expression hardens with determination as she delves deeper. The journal details strange rituals. Her eyes dart across each word, piecing together the dark narrative. A chill fills the room as Samantha uncovers the hidden truths. Samantha stands in the hidden room, her breath catching as she begins to read. Her eyes widen, a mix of shock and disbelief washing over her as she absorbs the text. The chilling revelation sinks in as her family's name appears again and again, confirming her worst fears. A wave of cold dread washes over her, a physical manifestation of the dark secrets she has uncovered. The room seems to darken around her as the weight of the truth settles upon her shoulders. Deep within the hidden room, Samantha's fingers trace the aged pages of a journal. Her hands tremble, a subtle tremor betraying the growing unease within. Each entry weaves a darker tale, whispers of forbidden practices echoing through the room. The room stills, the air heavy with unspoken dread, as she uncovers accounts of chilling sacrifices. The weight of the revelations bears down on her, the journal's secrets threatening to consume her. In the dim, hidden room, dust dances in the single ray of light, illuminating secrets long forgotten. Samantha traces the lines of the family tree, her voice echoing in the quiet room as she whispers, "This is incredible." Her voice barely audible, she continues, "Great-great-grandfather Elias and his brother Thaddeus." Samantha leans closer, her eyes widening with a mix of curiosity and concern. What are these symbols next to their names? Recognition dawns, a chill running down her spine. The serpent's dagger. They were all members. In the gloom of the hidden room, dust motes swirl in a single shaft of light as Samantha hunches over an ancient tome. Her brow furrows as she deciphers the archaic text, candlelight casting eerie shadows that dance across the walls. Her breath hitches as she absorbs the details of a ritual, the scent of aged paper mixing with the disturbing metallic tang. A chilling realization dawns on her face as the implications of her family's legacy crash over her. In the dim light of the hidden room, Samantha uncovers a secret. Her fingers brush against a concealed latch, revealing a hidden compartment. Inside, an ornate box rests silently, promising secrets and danger. A wave of dread washes over Samantha as she hesitates, her fingers hovering above the lid. The ornate box beckons, its mysteries veiled in shadow, as Samantha steels herself to confront the unknown. Inside the hidden room, Samantha discovers a silver amulet, its surface etched with arcane symbols. The strange symbols confirm their link to the secret society. The amulet gleams softly in the dim light. Hope and trepidation fill Samantha's face. In the heart of the hidden room, Samantha stands still, her fingers clutching the ancient amulet. A faint, ethereal glow emanates from the artifact, pulsating with strange energy against her skin. Samantha's voice echoes in the chamber. "What secrets do you hold?" The amulet continues to glow, its energy swirling around Samantha, hinting at forgotten rituals. Samantha's mind races, envisioning the amulet's ancient purpose and the rituals it once commanded. Samantha remains still, lost in thought, as the amulet's secrets linger just beyond her grasp. In the hidden room, Samantha sits hunched over an old wooden table, surrounded by stacks of aged documents. The room's dim light casts long, dancing shadows, adding to the air of mystery and secrecy. Her brow furrows as she pores over the brittle pages, piecing together fragments of her family's dark history. The weight of each revelation presses down on Samantha as she uncovers long-forgotten secrets. The scent of dust and time fills the air as Samantha delves deeper into her family's past. A cruel twist of fate, the curse revealed, afflicts those who betray the society's sacred secrets. In the hidden room, dust dances in the single shaft of light, illuminating the ancient symbols. Samantha stares, her eyes wide with a mix of awe and trepidation, at the etched stone walls. A sudden chill snakes down her spine, a primal warning of the danger lurking within. She realizes she has stumbled upon something dangerous, something meant to stay buried, as the room's secrets press in. Her voice trembles as she whispers, Am I in danger now? The ancient symbols seem to pulse with an unseen energy, as if answering her question with a silent, foreboding hum. In the hidden room, Samantha's breath hitches as an inexplicable chill envelops her. A whisper, faint and spectral, winds through the chamber, its chilling weight palpable. Her body freezes, her senses heightened as the room's temperature seems to plummet. Her heart hammers against her ribs, a frantic drumbeat in the oppressive silence. The whisper intensifies, slithering closer, its chilling presence now undeniable. Her eyes dart around, desperate to find the source of the haunting sound. Samantha cautiously enters the hidden room, her flashlight beam cutting through the darkness. The flashlight beam trembles in her hand, casting wild shadows across the walls. She slowly turns, the beam revealing an empty room, yet an unsettling feeling lingers. The room is filled with shadows, dancing in the corners, heightening the sense of unease. Samantha stands still, a growing sense that she is not alone permeating the heavy silence. In the heart of the hidden room, Samantha's breath hitches as the chilling whisper returns, a phantom touch. The voice slithers from the deepest shadows, a presence woven from the very ink and dust of forgotten lore. Shadows lengthen and deepen, and the room grows colder as the voice seems to caress her ear. The ancient bookshelves loom, their silent stories now breathing with a sinister life. Each creak of the wood, each rustle of aged pages, amplifies the growing dread. The whisper intensifies, a chilling symphony composed of secrets and shadows. Samantha steps into the hidden room, her flashlight cutting through the oppressive darkness. The beam of light dances across dusty shelves, revealing forgotten objects shrouded in mystery. She scans the room, her eyes searching for any sign of the whisper's origin, but finds nothing. An unsettling silence descends as the whisper fades away, leaving Samantha alone in the darkness. Samantha lowers the flashlight, her face etched with confusion and a growing unease. In the dim light of the hidden room, Samantha's eyes widen, a silent scream trapped within. She recoils, a sudden, sharp intake of breath, as if confronted by an unseen horror. Her hand instinctively reaches behind her, blindly searching for a lifeline. Panic flares in her eyes, reflecting the desperate need to escape the suffocating confines of the room. A wave of realization washes over her. She must flee, now, before it's too late. Driven by primal instinct, she turns, poised to vanish back into the darkness from whence she came. In the heart of the hidden room, an unsettling rustling shatters the silence. Samantha whirls around, her flashlight cutting through the darkness. The beam dances wildly across the bookshelves, seeking the source of the disturbance. Each shadow seems to deepen, each creak of the old wood amplified in the tense atmosphere. The air hangs heavy with anticipation as Samantha searches for the unseen presence. The rustling sound intensifies, confirming that something is indeed lurking within the hidden room. Samantha's breath catches, a sudden chill piercing the hidden room. A fleeting glimpse of a dark figure flickers at the edge of her vision, then vanishes. Her eyes dot around the room, desperately trying to recapture the elusive image. The darkness offers no clues, only deeper shadows that mock her search. Samantha's scream tears through the silent, stone-walled room. Driven by terror, Samantha sprints toward the tunnel entrance. Her footsteps thunder against the stone floor, each echoing footstep heightening the urgency. Her breath hitches raggedly in her chest. Escape is the only thought fueling Samantha's desperate flight. Samantha plunges into the darkness of the tunnel, her flashlight beam dancing erratically against the rough walls. Panic grips her as the echo of footsteps grows louder, relentlessly closing in. Her breath hitches as the sound intensifies. The pursuer is gaining on her. Samantha's heart pounds, each echoing footstep behind her fueling a desperate surge of adrenaline. In the depths of the tunnel, Samantha stumbles, her fall imminent. She crashes heavily onto the damp tunnel floor. The flashlight bounces away, scattering shadows that dance erratically across the tunnel walls. I scramble back to my feet, the adrenaline coursing violently through my veins. My heart pounds, a frantic drum against my ribs. A biting wind tears through the shadowy tunnel, sending a shiver through Samantha as her breath turns to mist. Out of the inky blackness, a figure begins to materialize, its form vague and unsettling. The figure advances, and its eyes ignite with an otherworldly glow, piercing the darkness. Samantha watches as the figure emerges from the darkness behind her. Its eyes glow with an eerie light. Samantha's piercing scream tears through the claustrophobic tunnel, each echo amplifying her terror. Driven by fear, Samantha sprints through the darkness, her ragged breath punctuating the silence. The tunnel walls blur as she desperately tries to outpace the unseen pursuer. The rhythmic pounding of footsteps behind her grows louder, signaling the figure closing in. Each step brings the unseen threat closer, heightening the sense of impending doom. Samantha's heart pounds in her chest as the pursuit intensifies, the darkness offering no escape. Deep within the tunnel, Samantha's resolve hardens as she spots the stairwell, a beacon of hope in the oppressive darkness. With newfound determination, she begins her ascent, each step a battle against exhaustion. Her muscles scream in protest, but the relentless pursuit fuels her onward. The echoing footsteps behind her intensify the dread, a constant reminder of the danger closing in. Driven by sheer will, she continues to climb, her escape hanging in the balance with every strained breath. Samantha explodes into the dusty attic, a whirlwind of desperation, slamming the trap door. The heavy wooden door crashes shut, sealing her escape. She collapses onto the floor, a heap of exhaustion and fear. Gasping, she struggles to suck in air, her chest heaving with each desperate breath. In the dimly lit attic, Samantha's eyes widen with terror as she stares at the trap door above. Her breath hitches in her throat, the silence broken only by the ominous scratching from below. The sound intensifies, morphing into frantic banging, each thud echoing her mounting dread. Her eyes dart around the attic, seeking escape from the unseen horror lurking just beneath her feet. A bead of sweat trickles down her temple as the trapdoor rattles ominously, threatening to burst open. She remains frozen, paralyzed by fear, as the scratching and banging reach a fever pitch. Samantha steps into the cramped attic, her senses overwhelmed by the scent of aged wood and forgotten memories. Dust motes dance in the dim light, each speck a tiny ghost of moments past. As Samantha moves deeper into the room, she pauses, surveying the scene with a gaze filled with determination. In the dim light, shadows play across her face, enhancing the resolve in her expression. I know I can't stay here. I have to get out of the house. Her voice echoes in the silent attic. Samantha sprints down the staircase, each footfall amplifying the growing dread. The scratching intensifies, a symphony of terror echoing through the once peaceful home. The banging grows louder, each impact resonating with impending doom. Desperate and afraid, Samantha races towards an unknown terror lurking below. The sounds escalate, a crescendo of horror building with each step she takes. The hallway transforms into a corridor of dread as Samantha plunges deeper into the nightmare. Samantha bursts into the living room, her eyes filled with panic. She frantically searches, her desperation growing. She spots her keys on the table. Samantha grabs her keys from the table, her escape imminent. At the front door of her family home, Samantha's hands shake violently as she fumbles with the lock. The metallic clicks of the lock resonate in the sudden, haunting silence. Each heavy thud of approaching footsteps sends jolts of fear through her. Her breath hitches, the air catching in her throat as the sounds grow closer. The silence amplifies, magnifying the impending dread that looms near. Samantha explodes from the doorway, her escape fueled by desperation. She sprints across the open lawn, a figure propelled by an unseen force. Each stride is a defiance, a physical manifestation of her resolve. Her heart hammers against her ribs, a frantic drumbeat to her flight. She dares not look back, for the past threatens to ensnare her. Her flight is a raw, visceral rejection of what lies behind. Samantha sprints down the suburban street, her breath catching in desperate, ragged gasps. Frantically, she waves her arms, a desperate plea against the ordinary backdrop of suburban homes. Her heart pounds a frantic rhythm against her ribs, a drumbeat of dread as she tries to flag down a passing car. Paranoia grips her as she continues to run, each shadow a potential pursuer. A car halts abruptly on a quiet suburban street, disrupting the calm. Samantha bursts out from a house and leaps into the car, a desperate plea escaping her lips. The car door slams shut, the echo of finality resonating as Samantha cries out, "Take me away from here, please!" The car speeds away, leaving behind the silent street and whatever Samantha is running from. In the confines of the car, Samantha's fear is palpable as she recounts the impossible, her voice trembling with disbelief. And then, I swear, the door just slammed shut on its own. I tried to open it, but it wouldn't budge, Samantha insists, her voice tinged with panic. The driver's weary gaze meets Samantha's in the rearview mirror, skepticism etched deeply into his expression. "Sure, lady. And I'm the King of England," the driver retorts, his tone dripping with disbelief and dismissal. The driver shakes his head, his skepticism unwavering, convinced he's dealing with nothing more than a disturbed imagination. Samantha approaches the police station, her face set with resolve. She pauses briefly before the entrance, steeling herself. With a determined stride, Samantha steps through the doors. Inside, she walks purposefully toward the front desk, her gaze direct and unwavering. Samantha states firmly, "I need to report an incident." In the stark interview room, Samantha's weary determination faces the detective's skepticism. Samantha insists, her voice firm, "I'm telling you, it's true. I saw it." The detective challenges, demanding specifics. "Saw what, exactly? Be specific." Samantha's voice trembles as she recounts. "The creature. In my backyard. It was huge. And it had these glowing eyes." The sun shines down on Samantha's family home, now a focal point of grim police activity. The police meticulously scour every nook and cranny of the house, their expressions reflecting a growing sense of frustration. The area where the trapdoor once lay is now just a seamless part of the floor, the hidden passage erased from existence. The police stand back, the absence of a tunnel leaving them with no tangible leads. In the dimly lit attic, sunlight barely penetrates the dust-laden window, casting long shadows across the forgotten relics of Samantha's past. Police officers meticulously sift through old boxes, but their faces betray a growing sense of futility as the search yields nothing of consequence. The silence of the attic amplifies the oppressive feeling of losing control, as each fruitless search only tightens the knot of anxiety. Every rustle of paper and creak of floorboards echoes the fading grip on reality as the weight of the unknown presses down. The day hangs heavy over Samantha's family home, the air thick with unspoken grief. Police officers depart from Samantha's house, their footsteps heavy with the weight of their grim task. The lead officer pauses, casting a final, solemn glance that speaks volumes. "You need to see a therapist, Samantha." The words echo in the silence, a cold comfort in the face of despair. Samantha stands alone in her driveway, a solitary figure against the backdrop of her family home. In the quiet solitude of her dimly lit apartment, Samantha is sitting alone, haunted by unseen horrors. Her eyes, wide with a silent scream, reflect the darkness she cannot escape. A single tear begins its lonely descent, marking the path of her unspeakable sorrow. The tear traces a path down her cheek, a visible testament to her inner torment. The silence amplifies her anguish, each shadow a reminder of what she has witnessed. The dim glow of a laptop screen casts long shadows across Samantha's face, highlighting the deep lines etched by worry. She is surrounded by towering stacks of old books and disheveled documents, each a silent testament to her relentless search. Her fingers fly across the keyboard, a desperate dance of hope and exhaustion as she navigates countless online archives. Each click and scroll is fueled by a burning desire to unearth any clue, any explanation for the strange events plaguing her life. The weight of her family history presses down on her, each document a piece of a puzzle she is desperate to solve. In the quiet solitude of her apartment, Samantha wages a lonely battle against the shadows of the past, seeking answers in the digital echoes of history. In the dim light of her apartment, Samantha is consumed by the glow of her laptop, her face illuminated by lines of cryptic text. Her fingers dance across the keyboard, weaving together fragmented clues. A sudden gasp escapes Samantha's lips as a symbol from the screen mirrors one from her grandfather's journal. Her eyes dart around the room, reflecting a mixture of fear and unwavering resolve. Samantha leans back heavily in her chair, the undeniable weight of the truth about the secret society now bearing down on her. Striped shadows dance across the room as dim light bleeds through the blinds, painting a stark scene. Samantha stands motionless, her wide eyes betraying a growing sense of dread. A sudden, sharp intake of breath marks the chilling realization. She is in danger. Her mind races, desperately seeking a means of defense within the confines of her apartment. Panic sets in as Samantha's eyes frantically search for anything that could serve as a weapon. The shadows lengthen, mirroring the growing threat that looms over Samantha as she remains trapped. In the dimness of her apartment, Samantha's face is illuminated by the eerie glow of her laptop, shadows playing across her worried expression. Stacks of books on self-defense and the occult surround her, symbols of her mounting fear and desperate search for answers. Her fingers dance across the keyboard, a whirlwind of frantic typing, as she navigates a website filled with grainy images and cryptic symbols. She furiously types search queries, each keystroke echoing the urgency of her quest for knowledge and protection. Samantha strides purposefully towards the library entrance, her resolve etched in every step. With unwavering focus, Samantha approaches the grand doors of the library, her determination growing stronger. Samantha pushes open the heavy doors, stepping into the hushed sanctuary of knowledge. Samantha crosses the threshold, disappearing into the depths of the library. Sunlight bathes the library in a golden glow, illuminating the silent dance of dust. Samantha's determined eyes search the towering shelves, her fingers tracing the secrets held within ancient spines. Her breath hitches as she discovers a leather-bound volume, its presence radiating untold stories. With a mix of anticipation and reverence, she pulls the ancient book from its resting place. In the softly lit apartment, Samantha begins her preparations, each movement measured and exact. The room dims further as she meticulously arranges the items for the ritual. A flicker of determination crosses Samantha's face, her focus absolute. The air thickens with anticipation as she completes the arrangement. Samantha pauses, ready to commence the ancient rite. In the dim stillness of her apartment, Samantha begins the ritual. Her gaze is intense and focused. She hopes to break the curse and protect herself. Each movement is measured and deliberate. The air thickens with unspoken intention. Samantha persists in her ritual, unaware of the encroaching darkness. The apartment lights flicker violently, casting shadows that dance with a life of their own. An unnatural frost begins to creep across the room, a chilling omen of what is to come. The temperature plummets drastically, as if the room itself is succumbing to an icy grip. The shadows deepen, becoming more pronounced as the cold intensifies, enveloping Samantha in a cloak of dread. The air crackles with an unseen energy, heralding a transformation that will change everything. In the dimly lit apartment, shadows dance ominously as Samantha feels anxiety tightening its grip around her. Her eyes dart around the room, seeking unseen threats in the encroaching darkness. Faint whispers echo around Samantha, just beyond the threshold of hearing, intensifying her unease. Shadows dance in the periphery of Samantha's vision, hinting at unseen entities lurking just out of sight. In the dim light of her apartment, Samantha completes the ritual, a visible wave of relief washing over her. The initial relief quickly gives way to overwhelming exhaustion, her strength visibly depleted. Her body falters, and she leans heavily against the altar for support. Each breath comes with effort as she struggles to regain composure. The weight of the ritual's completion settles upon her, leaving her vulnerable and drained. In the aftermath, she remains against the altar, a testament to the power she has wielded and the toll it has taken. In the dim light of her apartment, Samantha succumbs to exhaustion, collapsing onto the cold floor. Her body finds stillness on the ground, fatigue painting lines of weariness across her face. She drifts into a slumber, her features softened by the release of consciousness. The weight of the day lifts as sleep claims her, her expression gradually easing into peace. In the quiet of the night, she rests, her apartment a silent witness to her vulnerability. In the suffocating darkness of a never-ending tunnel, Samantha's nightmare begins. Her breath hitches, fear twisting her features as she flees from an unseen horror. A figure of pure menace emerges from the shadows, relentlessly closing in. Terror grips Samantha as she glances back, the looming threat paralyzing her with dread. She stumbles, her pursuer now a breath away, the nightmare reaching its terrifying climax. Samantha awakens abruptly, her scream piercing the silence of the apartment, signaling the grip of a fresh nightmare. Her skin glistens with sweat, her hair clinging to her forehead as if each strand is a testament to the terror that still haunts her. Her eyes, wide and darting, frantically scan the room, seeking some semblance of safety in the familiar surroundings. The lingering terror remains as her eyes frantically search every corner of the room. Sunlight floods Samantha's apartment, casting a golden glow on drifting dust motes. A prickling sensation crawls across her skin, an invisible observer sending shivers down her spine. Samantha's eyes dart around the room, searching for the source of her discomfort. The curtains hang still, shadows remain undisturbed, but a nagging unease lingers in Samantha's mind. Samantha steps out of her apartment building, a sense of unease shadowing her every move. A subtle, nervous glance over her shoulder betrays a deeper anxiety lurking beneath the surface. The ordinary street transforms into a stage for her mounting trepidation. The air thickens with unspoken tension as she continues her wary departure. Each step away from the building is measured with caution, her senses on high alert. Amidst the cacophony of city life, Samantha walks down a busy street, her expression hinting at hidden anxieties. A subtle glance over her shoulder betrays a flicker of unease, a sense of being watched. A shadowy figure lurks, momentarily visible, before vanishing behind the city's metallic giants, only to reappear in fleeting reflections. Driven by growing apprehension, Samantha quickens her pace, her heart pounding in sync with the city's relentless rhythm. Samantha strides purposefully through the park, a subtle unease coloring her features. A nervous glance over her shoulder reveals her growing anxiety. Driven by a desperate need to evade her pursuer, she quickens her pace. Each step is measured with the intent to disappear into the bustling crowd. Under the cloak of night, the moon casts a spectral glow, turning Samantha's family home into a haunting silhouette. Eerie shadows dance across the lawn as Samantha approaches, her resolve etched in every step. The silent house looms, a sentinel of secrets, as Samantha nears the threshold. The air thickens with unspoken stories as Samantha pauses, her hand reaching for the door. With grim determination, Samantha steps into the darkness, ready to confront whatever awaits. In the dead of night, Samantha steps into the shadowy attic, her heart pounding a frantic rhythm against her ribs. The air is thick with the scent of forgotten memories. Each creak of the floorboards beneath her feet echoes like a ghostly whisper. The darkness seems to press in. Her breath hitches, a silent prayer escaping her lips as she ventures deeper into the unknown. In the frigid attic of her family home, Samantha kneels on the dusty floor, her breath visible in the dim moonlight. Moonlight streams through the grimy window, casting long shadows and illuminating the dancing dust motes. Her fingers trace the aged floorboards, a determined gleam sparkling in her eyes as she searches. At last, Her fingers catch on a barely visible seam, a hidden secret waiting to be uncovered. With a surge of effort, she strains to lift the loose board, revealing a dark trapdoor beneath. The trapdoor is revealed, a gateway to the unknown hidden beneath the floorboards. In the oppressive darkness, Samantha descends into the tunnel, her resolve etched deeply on her face. The beam of her flashlight pierces through the inky black, revealing the tunnel's cold, damp reality. She clutches the weapon tightly, her determination hardening with each step deeper into the unknown. Each step echoes louder, a stark reminder of the isolation and the dangers that lurk within the tunnel. Samantha steps into the hidden room, her heart pounding in anticipation. The air in the room is thick with secrets and unspoken dread. Her resolve hardens, each step echoing her defiance against the unknown. She scans the shadows, ready to confront the specter that haunts her every thought. A deep breath fills her lungs as she prepares for the confrontation. The hidden room awaits, silent and still, as Samantha steels herself for the battle ahead. In the hidden room, dust motes swirl in a beam of moonlight, illuminating the oppressive gloom. Samantha stands defiantly, her gaze fixed on a figure shrouded in shadow. The air crackles with unspoken tension as cobwebs whisper tales of a long-buried past. Her voice rings out, shattering the silence. "It's over. I know who you are." The figure remains motionless, enveloped in shadow, as Samantha's words hang in the air. In the hidden room, dust dances in a beam of moonlight, illuminating Samantha as she confronts a shadowy figure. The air crackles with unseen energy as Samantha prepares to recite ancient words. Samantha begins to speak, her voice resonating powerfully within the enclosed space. The shadowy figure looms as Samantha's determined voice echoes through the room. Ancient words fill the room, their power palpable as Samantha continues her recitation. In the hidden room, dust motes twirl in the lone shaft of moonlight, illuminating the aftermath of arcane chaos. Samantha stands amidst shattered remnants, her face bathed in an ethereal glow, a testament to her hard-won victory. The curse is broken, her family freed from the suffocating darkness that once held them captive. With resolute finality, Samantha prepares to seal the tunnel entrance, ensuring the secrets remain buried forever. Rocks and debris cascade down, burying the entrance, and with it, the dark history of her family. The hidden room returns to silence, its secrets guarded by stone and shadow, undisturbed for eternity.